Hi guys, welcome to the podcast.
What is up, Drama Alert Nation? I'm your host. We're your hosts.
Oh yeah,
Plural.
we should introduce ourselves. Go ahead.
I'm Robert North, a student at Valpo, like everyone else in this room.
I'm Leah Kline.
I'm Josh Wilson.
Trent Rosenthal. I'm a student here because, we already did one episode of this. Probably seen Robert, Josh, and me, but you haven't seen Leah yet. You're a nursing major, right?
I am a nursing major, yes.
Second year?
Freshman 0.5. We'll go with that.
So you can help us if any of us, have a heart attack right here?
Maybe. I did diagnose Presto's issue before the doctors did, so I feel like I was pretty smart, so yeah.
Okay.
Go nursing.
But how does it feel to know that you are surrounded by engineering majors at the moment?
I'm always surrounded by engineering majors.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, if you really think about it, everywhere I go, it's either with you or, Dom and Austin, and everyone is an engineer, and I'm not. So.
Yeah, that's why you just switched to engineering.
I think I would, probably die if I switched to engineering.
Why? Engineering is easy.
Not for me. I don't do math, guys. I can't even add, 8 plus 7 without using my fingers.
87. Basic math. Boom.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
It's not 87, it's 870. What?
Duh.
I don't get that joke.
I'm countermanning you.
Oh. But 2 plus 2 is fish because you can make a fish out of it. 4 plus 4
Dude,
is
you tried
window.
to explain that to me a long time ago, and I never got that joke either.
Oh, pass me the mark.
Oh, no.
Here we go. Here we go.
Presentation.
I'm doing this
Okay.
on the podcast.
Okay, doctor.
Yeah, 2 plus 2 equals fish.
I think he messed it up.
No, because you got that invisible line there, which is just...
Oh, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Have a backwards 2.
I mean, I get it, but it's just not...
I mean...
It's funny to me,
We
okay?
can choose things like numbers instead of pictures.
This was a terrible
We draw a
idea.
pictogram.
That's 2 plus 2. Fish.
You
Now all the
treat them like
viewers know.
pictograms.
I don't think it shows up on the video.
It really
No, it
doesn't.
We weren't even talking to a mic either.
It's fine. The
So
viewers will just
crazy.
have no idea what happened.
That's
They
so
just won't
silly.
know. It's fine.
Alright, I guess we
Oh.
should do a tough question here,
Okay,
which I asked last time.
I'm scared.
Are you pro or anti artwork sale?
Pro or anti what?
Artwork sale.
Artwork?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sale?
the art in the
Oh, yeah.
yeah, they're selling the art in or some of the art in the Brower. So
I feel like I'm pro artwork sale, because if you draw art, you should make money for it.
Well, see, it's
well,
not.
they're holding the all right. So some an artist died a while ago, and he said that some of the art should go to a Christian school in Chicagoland area, or no, it was a Christian museum. I think I don't remember the specifics, but Valpo ended up getting it, and now they're trying to sell it to get some money.
Anti artwork sale.
See, it's also a lot of money, though. It's like, what, $10 million?
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
You get,
I'm going back to being pro, because we need a lot of updates at Valpo, in my opinion. So I
you
think.
want to expand on that?
I think the nursing building needs to be bigger. I haven't even been in there yet, but to be honest, it just looks really small.
Yeah, I actually went there for my core class. I will say that 2 weeks before that, I fell off my bike and I injured my knee. And then
I'm not laughing, but I'm kind of
2 weeks later, I slipped and fell and cracked the same knee and opened the wound again. I wasn't majorly injured, but
Yeah.
I will say that I had to wait for them to get out of testing so that they could give me gauze and medical tape.
You went to the nursing building for that?
Yeah, because I had my core class around the same time.
Oh.
So I slipped and fell walking in the building. And they don't even have, I'm in the belly of the beast of medicine, and they don't have a first aid kit.
No, yeah, I think that. Well, my thought process behind it is more like, for Valpo being as big of a nursing school as it is, and like all of that, like every other person you talk to is a nursing major or an engineer. So I feel like they need to like make like the engineering stuff and the nursing stuff more like big.
Yeah, I mean,
and like accessible, because I think like no one fucking but no one fucking cares about the art majors. No one fucking cares about the meteorology majors.
Well, I mean,
sorry,
we're one of the
Ben
few
Chappie.
We're one of the few schools that does have a meteorology major.
I know,
but
I only know
yeah.
one person in the
I think I know two.
Ben
but
Chappie.
I don't know any of their names though.
I only know in technicality one, but
Ben Chappie.
close to half my Calc 3 class is meteorology majors.
Whatever.
Really?
Their building is really nice though, so who cares?
It's
Yeah.
very
I
nice.
feel like y'all always complain about Gellerson, which I actually really like Gellerson.
Yeah, I
complain
like
about
Gellerson,
Gellerson
but
just because I have to spend so much time in there because of projects. Like
Yeah.
last semester, I'd spend at least 12 hours a day in Gellerson because of projects for classes.
I just feel like they could just update Gellerson and the nursing building, and I feel like with that
Yeah.
$10 million, and I think that would be a really good idea.
but I mean,
Well, I think the elevator is a big one too for
Yeah.
Gellerson.
yeah,
They definitely need an elevator.
but they can't really put an elevator in because of how bad how it would be bad to do that because it's an old building, so they had to grandfather it in so that it's not ADA accessible, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So in order to make it ADA accessible, you'd need to have like a ramp instead, because an elevator would. You'd have to put an extra. You'd have to put like an external compartment on the side of Gellerson for the elevator specifically, like a parking garage elevator. You know, you have to be like a tumor on the side of Gellerson so you could ride up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what else I think they can use that budget for? Getting a better like food vendor than Founders. Like
Yeah.
Like I'm so sorry, but
Is it really that bad that all of
It's
you guys
really
have
that bad.
It's really bad.
complained about it?
Every night you can ask him for proof. Every night I literally go to Founders like once a day, and I sit there and I get broth, like soup broth, 2 tomatoes and pickles, and like that's all I can eat from there because everything else makes me, and mayonnaise, okay, because I love mayonnaise. Anyways, but like I can't eat anything else without like feeling sick afterwards.
Yeah, no. Founders has. I've heard a lot of people get sick off the chicken.
I would never in a million years. You could pay me $10 million on its own, and I would not touch the chicken they serve.
Parkhurst they love to serve bacon, except sometimes they'll have like bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches. That bacon on those sandwiches specifically, nothing else. Those sandwiches specifically is al dente. They don't like fully cooking it for some reason.
Dude, yeah. Ever hear of like crispy bacon? I don't really like bacon either. I'm not much of a meat person, but what I will say is Founders is ass. And honestly, I would rather have Founders be better than the nursing building be bigger and Gellerson be bigger. I think they should spend all $10 million on Founders. That's it. They should replace it with Chipotle.
Yeah,
Well, they said dorm renovations was like the main.
it
Sort of
is.
so-
No,
Focus.
but that's
Should've angled that
stupid.
mic up by the
I
way.
feel
They
like that's
have-
stupid.
At least one dorm closed to black mold. Another dorm that people are still in, even though some of the rooms are closed because of
Mold?
black mold.
I had mold
Yes,
poisoning.
that's why Shield's been closed.
You're kidding.
That's why Shield's been closed
Dude.
for about 10 years or so.
That's horrible.
So I transferred from Tulane
10
University,
years.
which is in New
I think
Orleans,
she
and
ain't got
That's only from what I've heard from
every
other
single
people.
dorm at Tulane University has black mold, and so like the entirety of the school, pretty much, you would go there, you'd feel fine over the summer, but the minute you step back onto campus, you would get mold poisoning. I had mold poisoning. Everyone had mold poisoning. I feel like everyone could deal with it. Like, I just feel like Founders needs to like be done.
Yeah, I have the opposite. I have bad dust allergies. My room here doesn't have any dust, but when I go home, there's dust everywhere, and it's really
Oh.
hard to dust all the surfaces.
Yeah.
So I just deal with it, and I have like bad sinuses. I can't sleep
Yeah.
sometimes. Then I come here and I sleep like a baby.
Well, that's good. That's why I think the dorms don't need to be the first priority. If he's
But-
sleeping
yeah.
like a baby.
Oh yeah, he's also in
think we're good.
Reisenberg, which
Yeah,
after
Wehrenberg.
Beacon.
Oh, isn't that where I'm
Wehrenberg.
gonna be for summer? I think.
Probably, yeah.
Wehrenberg, I
After
heard.
Beacon, Wehrenberg's the second best dorm.
Yeah.
After Beacon,
I
unless
heard-
you go to the apartments.
I heard a rumor that Wehrenberg is going to be gutted in a couple years. They're going to essentially take the entirety of Wehrenberg and turn it from a residence hall. They're going to turn it into a freshman center kind of thing.
Bro, the freshmen do not need that much attention.
Exactly.
Like,
they're demolishing a
such
freshman
a big
dorm.
deal out of freshmen, but like freshmen suck. So I think that like we need to rethink how much attention.
I think it's
we're
also
getting.
about just getting a good first appearance, because once you get someone for freshman year, you get them for locked in pretty much.
That's true, but I mean they already do enough because they require you to go to like Focus and everything.
Okay,
I don't think they
requirements
need.
are soft.
I don't think
A lot of
they
those
need
requirements
like.
most universities will have, because that's just basic helping the students get to know campus a bit better and find their way around.
Well, yeah, but I feel like
Like,
that's all
Purdue's-
freshmen needs.
like,
Like I don't think
Purdue
they need a whole
University.
center.
I'd say it's more like a place for just the freshman students to go to, like, as a way to help meet friends as well, maybe.
Maybe they should just be more likable, and then they'll make friends easier.
Well, it's like they all come.
I feel like making friends here is not hard. I feel like everyone,
it's not.
Everyone here is like, this is one thing I told my parents because when I transferred here, like I was really scared about like making friends and everything. Literally the second day, I already had like a group of friends and I felt like comfortable and like everyone is so nice. Like I have yet to meet a single person that pisses me off. That's not true, but like for the most part, like I like everyone. You know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like there's a couple ops, but that's.
Yeah, I met.
Whatevs.
I met like 5 people. So at the end of my first day here, within hours of coming here, there was like some kind of picnic in front of Founders.
Yeah.
And I just sat down at a random table, completely alone. 6 people sit next to me, all mechanical engineers.
Literally.
All of them mechanical engineers.
And no one's like
It's hilarious.
awkward or weird or makes you uncomfortable. Like it honestly, like everyone is so like welcoming and like they like unless you do something really fucking bad, like no one is like, you know.
Exactly.
They're always willing to talk or like hang out or like get coffee or whatever. And I mean, it's always good to like join clubs and stuff too, because that helps too. But like, I didn't even have to do that. You were the first person I met on campus.
Yeah, because you couldn't get into the door because the doors in Beacon.
Basically, he was like going
That's
down the
embarrassing.
elevator of Beacon, and I like was gonna go downstairs to ask how to open my door because like it's a weird like you have to pull and then push with the key. It's weird, and I saw him in the elevator, and I was like, "Stop! Wait! Get out!" I was like, "Can you help me open my dorm room?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "I don't know. That was that."
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you said something. You were like, "Oh, I'm gonna like."
Yeah,
what did you say?
I don't remember specifically. I just remember I gave you a warning.
You're like, I'm
because
just warning you. I'm
you
gonna
and
be
Katie
bothering you a
Sweetman,
lot
Katie is
in
one of my
here.
closest friends.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just a warning about me being.
And I was like, okay. No, but after that, it was like smooth sailing because like then I met Drew, Austin, Dom, Katie, literally everyone.
Pretty
Oh my
much,
god, yeah. And then I joined the sorority, and now I have those friends too. And the radio station. Everyone should tune into WVUR 92.7. I don't know what the number is, guys. But
I don't know.
I have
either.
a show tonight at 8 to 9. It's called Listening with Leah.
Hey, you know, you got your own show.
I do.
That-
I do.
That's an achievement.
I know. I know.
We've got our own show, but it's
small.
It's
We
like
got-
5 people watching. So.
Well, I mean, I think that, like, when I play, like, my music, like, I think there's, like, 2 people listening, to be honest. Well, technically, though, the union listens to it.
Technically.
So, technically, whether they want to or not, there's at least, like, 10 people then. That makes me nervous now. What the fuck?
There's 10 people listening. There's 10 people
There's probably
listening
more than 10,
to
but, like...
everything you say. Pick your words carefully. They will form their entire worldview about you with every word that you say on that radio station.
I literally say, like, one thing because I get, like, microphone shy. Which makes no sense because no one is there watching me.
And then
Like,
you're in here talking to a microphone just fine.
I know, but I think it's because, like, I have, like, everyone with me. Like, it's not just me talking.
You're not just talking to
Like, it's
yourself.
quiet.
into a
It's
mic.
quiet in the radio station, and you have to, like, put the earphones on. And, like, you can hear yourself talking, and it's just silent. And it's just you going, like, hey, guys, like, thank you for, like, tuning in. And, like, you just sound fucking stupid. Like... But it needs to be done because they need to know who they're listening to and what song is the first song being played. And, yeah.
Well, I will say one thing I learned, because I commute here, so I don't really know much about, like, dorms and stuff, but You guys have to have like your OneCards on you at all times.
Oh, yeah.
Go to the
it's
bathroom
terrible.
and
No, that's
Yeah.
stupid. I actually have a bathroom in my suite, which is really nice. I've never
Yeah.
had to use like a communal bathroom.
No, in Wehrenberg,
God.
no one respects the swipe doors. What the cleaning ladies will do is they'll jam open the locks so that you can just pull and you don't need to swipe, and the RAs or someone usually takes them out, but one of them's been in there for half a month and no one's done anything. So
Wait, so is Wehrenberg communal bathrooms?
yeah, there's communal
Oh.
bathrooms.
Beacon's the only one that doesn't
means
have
this
communal
summer I'm gonna have
bathrooms.
to.
And yeah, it does.
And we do have the standard university toilet paper dispensers that are bolted too low. The ones that everyone wants to rip off the wall. Yeah,
Right.
we have all.
they got like
all
one
those.
ply too. It's terrible.
Yeah, one
They
ply.
get like twice
no,
as much.
they got
just
half ply, like 0.05 ply, as little paper as possible.
I feel like the OneCard situation though is really annoying.
Yeah.
Or like, I feel like
What?
after 7 you have to like check in or whatever, which like makes sense because you don't want like intruders or anything. But I feel like who in their right mind, like if you can swipe into the building,
Yeah.
like why do you have to check in? Like if you're swiping into the building, like you're fine.
Because like if you get a hold of someone else's one card.
Yeah. Also, what might happen is some people will come into a hall that they don't belong into by just following a group of people in, and when they do that, like usually it's students doing it, or like friends and family or something.
Yeah.
But like you could conceivably, mysterious stranger walks into
That's
a building
true.
following a group of kids.
But then you have to think about the people working the front desk. Like, let's say a mysterious stranger got through, or is trying to get through. Like, what is that student gonna do about it? Like, if if it's an actual danger? Like, they're gonna sit here and say, "You can't pass." He's still gonna fucking pass.
True.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's really no stopping.
I mean, if either of you tried to, or anyone, if I tried to stop somebody who walking in, unless I have like a machete, I'm not gonna do anything
Like, that's
against
what I'm saying.
like if some
Like, if
guy
someone
comes
really,
in,
really, truly wanted to get into one of the residence halls here, they easily could.
oh yeah,
like,
just
it's
crack
really-
a window. It's not that hard.
Not even that. Just walk past the front desk.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, literally.
Just walk in.
Because, like, no one is going to really actually... They might say stop and yell at you, but, like, in reality, what are they going to do? Pull out it? No.
No,
Like,
they don't. They have no. They have no
There's
means
no...
of defense.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. So I feel like that's...
It's all just protocol though, because like last year in the spring semester there was a gun threat at Beacon.
Was there actually?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I did hear about that.
What the hell?
I was when I was applying, I saw that I saw that on the, like I googled Valparaiso University, and I wanted to see like their crime statistics to see if I may get robbed, and because I had no idea. I knew it was near Gary, so that made me kind of scared. But then I saw that, and I just wanted to make sure, was this real? Like,
Right.
did anyone die?
No. There was a bomb threat at my high school.
Really?
Yeah, and we had to evacuate to a church. And I don't know why we thought that was such a good idea, because in general, like, if someone was going to bomb the school, they'd see the entire student body just, like, walking out. Like, I don't... You know what I never understood? Like, the little, like, lockdown drills? My personal opinion on those are so stupid. I would rather just run. Because if you think about it, chances are 95% of the time the school shooter is a student who has also gone through the lockdown drills. They know exactly where you're hiding. They know exactly what you did. You locked the door. They know there's people in the school. Like, no one is that stupid being like, oh, the door is closed. I guess no one's there. Like, no, you need to just leave. Figure out a way out. Because sitting in the classroom is literally doing nothing except just, like, waiting to get shot. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, genuinely. I feel like I think about that all the time. Well, not all the time, guys. I just, like, think about it because, like, I just always thought it was so stupid when we'd have to, like, sit there because, like, the person who's shooting up the school literally went to school. Like, they know exactly what we're doing.
Exactly.
So, like, what's the point in following that rule?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's just a hot take. But
in Wehrenberg, they have had 18 or 19 fire incidents this semester.
There's been a lot of fire drills and stuff this semester.
Yeah.
Like literally all over the dorms, which is annoying because we've had enough.
3 or 4 alarms
So
that
annoying.
weren't drills. Only one that was a drill.
What do you mean,
Aren't
Josh?
those in like the middle of the night too?
I mean, the most
2 a.m.
In Wehrenberg, they happen at 5 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 2:30, and the funniest thing is they all stopped. You know why? They closed the second floor kitchen. That's why they stopped. Because there were so many people were going up or going into the second floor kitchen. They would turn on the stove and they would walk away, and then like I don't know what happened, but I've seen people like accidentally start fires in their microwave and they just put it out and nothing happens. But that kitchen sets it off constantly. Now they closed it for maintenance and it doesn't happen anymore.
I think we've gotten lucky because we haven't had any like in the middle of the night. If we did, my bed is like lofted all the way up, and like I'm like right next to the fire alarm. So if that ever like went off, chances are like I'd fall out of my bed and probably like break something. So like hopefully it just doesn't happen because I'd be so pissed.
It's for your safety.
Huh.
It's for your safety.
What is the fire drill?
Yeah. So like you fall out of bed, that was
The fire
Well,
drill.
that's not very
The
safe.
fire drill isn't going to be going off at like 2 in the morning.
Not if
That's
it's a
there's
drill.
An actual fire.
Not if it's a drill.
If it's a drill, it's only going to happen until about 9 or so.
But how
So
many
it's not
times
for her
like
safety then?
some idiot accidentally puts like a fork in the microwave, and guess what? It's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
One of my roommates, his clothes caught on fire in the laundry and caused the alarms to go off.
Oh, that happened in Wehrenberg too.
No, in back at Tulane there was this one fire drill, and I was like fully in the middle of taking a shower, and I was like,
Oh no.
I fully stood there and I heard it, and like this is everyone's nightmare because like no one wants to be like caught in the shower like with a fire alarm because then what do? Like you get out, you have to like go downstairs. No, I fully stood there and I was like, I'm gonna finish my shower, I'm gonna enjoy my shower, and then I will like slowly walk down the stairs because I knew it was a drill. So I like finished my shower, got changed, like got ready, like whatever.
Well, do they actually like check their rooms, or is it just?
They didn't, and I did make it out. Like I did get outside before it was over, but like. It was still really annoying. Like, I was not about to, like, get out of the shower soaking wet, like, half clean. Like, I was like, this is just not.
Like, what are they gonna do? Oh,
Drag me out of the shower.
You're in the shower. You should be outside. Why are
Like,
you in
what
the
the
shower?
fuck?
Quick, grab her and drag her
No,
out.
right. Like, then
They're
we
not gonna
filed
do
for, like,
that.
assault. Like,
Exactly.
Literally, like, there was, I mean, my roommate was, like, sitting waiting for me, too. She's like, dude, just hurry up. And I was like, okay. But, like, we both were together, so it was, like, fine. It was not real, okay?
Exactly.
It was not real.
Nothing's real at this school.
It's
I mean,
never real until, I mean,
Has there ever
that's
been?
a bad logic to have.
You know,
though.
Has-
the art
has it-
psychology building burns down.
Well,
and-
true, but
Yeah.
like, has there ever been an incident in a residence hall where someone dumps like gasoline or something and lights it? The whole building goes up on fire. You know, most of these are brick buildings. Okay,
Yeah.
they're not gonna burn down. They're not made of wood.
Right. Wait, do bricks not burn?
I don't think so.
Am I an idiot?
I
Like,
know it's made of
You can
non-flammable
get fire
materials.
hot enough that they can eventually melt, but that's like lava.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
You'd need.
I
like,
always thought
if there's a
anything could
lot
burn.
of wood in a room,
No.
like if this room was filled with wood and someone lit it on fire, that would build up pressure and gases that would eventually cause an explosion. But Wehrenberg has almost no wood in it besides like the cabinets. So you get like a bonfire in a room and it would go out,
Right.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Like you get cabinets, beds, and desks. That's it, and chairs.
I think it's very interesting how we're talking about like all these disasters.
But like, there's nothing
I
bad
think
that could
that's kind of
happen.
how
It would
the
just be like
topic's gone
maybe a
on.
large buildup of gases that would eventually dissipate. There would be you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get this massive
No,
explosion
right.
because the interior is lined with wood.
Right. And like honestly, like nothing bad happens unless it does, and at that point,
Exactly.
like whatever.
Yeah.
Nothing ever happens until you have to
Until
do something.
until you actually have to like sprint out of a building or something, like you're fine. Like I
Yeah,
just
exactly.
I choose to believe that like nothing bad happens.
Oh, the fire alarms. They're so like Wehrenberg
They're
had
so loud.
like in the
Well,
right,
they
let's
have to be.
say we're in a situation where oh my god, something bad is happening. Someone pulls the fire alarm, completely justified.
Dude, that literally happened in like...
No one can hear what's going on. What? The fire's where? Where is it? Oh, it's upstairs? You want me to go upstairs? Goes upstairs, dies.
What the...
You, like...
That's why you're supposed to immediately leave the building when the fire alarm goes off.
Okay, but, like, what if someone pulls a fire alarm because someone's being...
That literally happened in like...
What if, like, school... Hypothetical. School...
Here. Like, that happened here.
In school, for YouTube's sake, school incident occurs. Someone pulls the fire alarm, but the guy's outside. Everyone runs outside and dies. That's a... Great final answer. Like
that's why the I's and the R's.
But if you can't hear anyone over the fire alarm, everyone's going to their deaths. Like, communication is the one thing that keeps people from dying in an emergency scenario.
I guess so. Yeah.
But if you can't communicate...
There's also a part why the alarms beep instead of just being a constant silence sound like tornado silence.
But, like, what if there's a fire on the first floor?
Well, that's
or on the ground floor, or whatever's the ground floor. Like, if there's a big bonfire, there's a lot of wood on the first floor, or on the ground floor of Wehrenberg.
Why are we still talking about fires?
I don't know.
There's a lot of wood there, so there could be a big fire. There's carpets, there's wood everywhere. If there was a fire that went on in Wehrenberg on the ground floor, it would burn for a while. So, and it would be bad. It might cause an explosion. So, if someone pulls a fire alarm and everyone runs outside, maybe we should, like, consider where we leave. Like, maybe down the infinite amount of side doors in Wehrenberg.
Like a catacomb or something.
Exactly. Like, we have.
No, you have tunnels in Gellerson.
There are tunnels, but
What?
they're sized
the
for.
tunnels.
I've never
They
seen
seem to
them.
be
I don't
sized
know
for.
what
Oh my
like,
god,
small
aren't they for the
dogs.
cadavers?
Where's
the
might
cadavers?
They might be. There might be some dead bodies there. We don't know.
Well, no, because there's actually a section somewhere on campus that has, like, the cadavers for the nursing majors. Because we'd be, like, cutting into cadavers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's not where they keep them. That's where, the cadavers would probably be stored with the nursing building. I would think that the Wehrenberg, or not Wehrenberg, the Gellerson underground tunnels, I would think that would be where you put, like,
Being
the
cut out of the videos. Now everyone that watches this will see you on your phone. So now we just have to make
kids who
fun
failed
of you.
Calc 1.
I don't care.
In
Everyone
part
can watch
also
me on my
because it's
phone.
getting Robert to stop talking about fires.
It's true.
Sorry, guys.
So I guess I should ask Robert, if you lost the student senate election,
Yeah.
big loss, even though you're the only one that advertised and
Did anything, yeah.
Oh my god. No offense, but I voted for Presto.
Yeah, thanks.
what's next though for Robert North?
I have no idea.
That's true. What is your next plans?
Well, I have noticed that, like, no offense to all the people who are on the student senate, but a lot of them don't know, like, the issues that I have, as far as I understand. Like, I know a lot of people who are angry about a lot of different things.
People
and they want them to
didn't
be
like
changed.
your idea to. What was your plan again?
Well, I was gonna.
You wanted to.
I was gonna have like a system for students and faculty to report issues they don't like
There was something.
Taco Tuesday isn't good enough.
There was something that
Uh,
people were bringing up consistently that people didn't like.
ADA accessibility was a part of it, and more garbage cans was a part of it. Because I know a lot of people who, like, the first thing they say when they get on campus is, "Can you point me to a trash can?"
I'm looking
That was me.
for-
Like,
Oh, that was me today. I walked
Kidding.
like all the way through the
Trash
Hari Union
yeah,
just to throw away like a little wrapper.
yeah. I do that all the time. Like, I chew sugarless gum a lot.
That's not good for you.
Where do I
Oh.
put?
Union.
Oh. You were.
There's still an open seat too. For
Yeah.
third year, there's a vacant seat.
For third year?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, well, I'm going to need to
might
cook
have
on
to
that
announce
for
my
a while.
run.
Huh?
I think it's too late for that now.
I could do it. Probably.
But
Maybe.
if you were able to vote for Preston, that means that you wouldn't be able to
It's
vote.
because I'm a
for,
transfer.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a weird rule about that. I did, however, I don't know if my vote counted because I was a freshman, but technically, I don't think I am. I don't
I'm
know.
not technically a freshman.
I'm like
a
kind of
transfer,
a freshman.
I mean, didn't it ask for like which year you were? Not...
Yes, and that's why I put freshman so I could vote for him. Because originally I put sophomore and I didn't see his name, and then I was like, oh my god. So I went back and I put freshman, and then I pressed.
It sounds like voter fraud. We might have to investigate this. I think, Robert, you should not concede yet. I think
literally,
I never
we have to
conceded
take this
anything.
to the Supreme Court.
dude, if I wasn't a freshman, they would have like figured that out during the voting thing. Because they ask for your ID number and everything too, so I'm sure they check all of
I
that.
think they ask for ID number just to make sure that it's just not like a fake account.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I mean, you have to have at valpo.edu.
Yeah.
So
you can't
get
create
that.
you can't create an email that looks similar to that with a minor
True.
change, but still not be part of the domain.
Yeah, I would think they would just exclude everyone who isn't part of the at valpo.edu domain.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they have like
Either way, I just know
separate
it's
lists
not
for
voter
staff,
fraud.
faculty, everyone else.
I thought it was weird though that they didn't release like the vote counts.
Yeah, they didn't. They never
Just
do.
say who wins.
They never do.
I feel like they don't do that for like.
I feel like we're
Anything.
going into conspiracy.
Yeah, they don't do anything.
They don't do that.
Well, they do that
don't
for
like-
normal elections. They do that for
do they
almost
actually?
anything.
They
Yeah.
do it for normal
Like,
elections.
you know how many people
You
voted
can
for the
literally-
president?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can literally track
What the heck?
live after each state finishes counting up all their votes.
We
Yeah,
should
I
should
was-
talk politics.
During the election, during
No,
the
that
election, I
never
thought
ends
we should
well.
I
have
know.
like a counter of who's got what votes, like every other election conducted in the entire country.
This is a college
in the
campus.
world?
They're not going to bother.
I don't
doing
think
that.
people care enough,
And
dude.
Exactly.
in the country, they do it because they do it by state, so you don't see the actual live number, just the current number of
Yeah.
how many people voted for a
Yeah.
state before that state's voting booth is closed.
And then it turns either red or blue.
So it's not really any good way to do that on Valpo's campus, especially
True.
when they're using Google Sheets for the voting.
Yeah.
Or not
Yeah, that
Sheets.
is-
I
Google
feel like
Forms.
it would be fun to like, I don't know, guess each other's political party, but like no one has to like say what they actually are. I just feel like it'd be fun to like, I don't know, guess.
You want to change the subject entirely?
All
All right.
We should, because I could
If
easily
you-
guess while
if you
I
got-
think I can.
All right. If you
Maybe
had
this one
a
as well, though.
Huh?
If you had the opportunity, would you take an underwater jiu-jitsu class with a great white
Ow.
shark or box a kangaroo?
I
Great
would
white
take an
shark.
underwater whatever the fuck class with a great white shark because I want to see a great white shark.
Okay, but it might cut you in half with its tail, and it might bite you.
I mean, more people died to kangaroos
Oh.
than sharks.
Have you seen those kangaroo videos?
Yeah, dude.
They-
No, everyone knows not to box a kangaroo, so I think I would take my chances with the shark because it takes a lot more to aggravate a
Yeah,
shark
'cause,
than
like-
it does
Yeah, it
aggravate a
does.
kangaroo.
As long as you don't do anything specifically to hurt the shark and you're not bleeding, that would any other thing that would suggest you may be food,
Blood doesn't.
you'd be fine.
I've heard that's a myth, and blood doesn't.
It's not a
actually-
myth.
It's not.
It's not a myth,
It's
but
not a myth. That's
it's
conspiracy,
but it is
it's
like
not a myth.
not necessarily like the sole reason a shark would target you.
Yeah.
Most of the time,
They think you're
the
a seal
problem
or
is
something.
yes, because sharks, guys, this is like my area of expertise. So sharks have like zero vision, like they have ass
Mm-hmm.
vision, and so basically that's why like they'll like mistake you for like a seal or like something if you're on a kayak or just
Yeah.
swimming. The problem too is you can't really splash around too much and stuff because it gives like them like signals that you're like an injured animal that's like prey, and that's why they
so
would
like
also go for you.
piranhas.
And then if you're wearing like bright jewelry or like shiny jewelry, they would go for you because they think that's like fish scales. So like it all relates back to the vision pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like never a personal attack. And then like usually the sharks will like if they attack you, they'll usually like take one bite and then realize that that's not actually the food that they want, and then they'll swim away.
Yeah.
Sometimes though, if you're talking about like tiger or bull sharks, those ones are aggressive motherfuckers. So sometimes they just be eating to eat. So But the rest of them are usually pretty peaceful.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, there's this one woman who swims with sharks underwater constantly, and she's trained as one she'll kneel down and it'll just come up and lay in her lap.
Yeah.
And
like
she'll
they're
stroke
genuinely
it.
not mean creatures
they're
at all.
They're like dogs.
They have a terrible stigma just because of like movies made about them and everything, but in reality they're pretty peaceful.
Yeah.
Also, there was this one time, so I moved to Florida like 2 years ago after I graduated high school, but there was this one time, it was like on the 4th of July, there was a washed up bull shark on the beach, and like, guys, I have like no fear, like no, I just am weird. So I like walked up to it and I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. Stuck my bare hand in its mouth and under its tongue.
That's nasty.
Under its tongue, and started ripping out its teeth. Like fully one by one, just taking its teeth out. And like people like were like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? Because like, who does that? And is like not even remotely phased. Anyway, so I got myself some teeth, and then like there ended up being like a line down the beach of people going like, oh my god, can you get me one? Like, can you get me one? I did end up
Start
like
selling them too.
No, literally, I was like, just like, sure, rip it out of its mouth. But I did end up cutting my finger on one of the teeth. And let me be clear, it got so fucking infected because, first of all, dead shark, the bacteria was insane. Oh my god, it got really infected, guys. But that was like really cool because, I don't know. I feel like that's a good story to tell in a podcast.
Now that we're on the topic of dead sharks and bacteria, in Iceland, there's a dish that they have. It's shark, but what they
That's
do
so
like
illegal.
1,000 years ago
Is
or
it the
something.
shark fin soup?
No, it's not. They don't do that.
That pisses me
they
off,
have
by the
like
way.
they'll take like a dead shark that washes up on the beach or that they kill. Mm-hmm. They'll bury it in the sand, and then they'll just wait, and it ferments, and it ends up smelling like ammonia. Ugh. And they say, for any foreigners who come to Iceland, if you try it and you don't pinch your nose when you eat it, you will vomit, like projectile vomit, because it smells like ammonia, but they say it tastes very good, but you just cannot smell when you eat it.
I couldn't imagine eating a shark. I don't fuck with the whole shark fin soup situation either, because I think it's completely wrong to kill an animal for one part. Also, not to mention, like, sharks in general, like, there's not a whole lot you could do with a dead shark, and I think that don't fucking kill them. Like, it's not that hard. Like, let them be, like, peaceful and happy in the ocean. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't fuck with killing ocean animals, to be honest. I got really serious.
What else we got?
Okay, so you know the show Shark Tank?
Yeah.
Okay, what if we just had like a real Shark Tank?
Oh my god.
Like an actual tank with sharks in it.
Well, that wouldn't work.
Like, if you survive, you get the money you're asking for, but that's the catch. Like, if
like, genuinely though, that wouldn't work because you can't really put sharks in a tank. Because they have to always be swimming. Like, they always have
like
to be
a big
swimming
tank.
in a tank.
A big
There's
tank.
not going to be a tank big enough. Like, if you think about it, they never can stop swimming. Like, even when they're, like, sleeping. Like, they always have to be, like...
Okay.
So I feel like no matter how big the tank is, that's why it's illegal to have them in... at least most species of sharks, it's illegal to have in tanks in, like, aquariums. Mm-hmm. There's, like, a couple that you can get away with because they're, like, smaller and, like, not, you know. But, like, overall, you can't really...
Yeah, they're the size of, like... this table or something.
Yeah, they're fucking big.
Even the small ones are big.
Yeah, and not to mention, like, the power in their tails, like, when they're swimming, like, they're swimming, you know?
Yeah, I've heard that you can get cut in half if it, like, twitches its tail and, like, touches you. It can cut you in half.
I don't think I've heard that one.
They're powerful creatures.
I could see that. You ever see, like, a thrasher shark? I think that's what they're called. They have, like, the really big... I'll show you.
Yeah, they're violent.
They have, like, the really big tail thing.
And it's kind of weird because they're nice creatures, a lot of them. Like, they're gonna eat, they might eat you just because, like, they need to eat, but they're they're not purposefully evil.
Like, look at the tail.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? Like, they have, like, I can't really show the podcast, but You guys should all look up thresher
Wow.
sharks.
I mean, that's a big tail.
I know. It's cool. That's one of my favorite sharks, I think. Yeah.
See, that's what I was talking about on like Joe Rogan. You know, they have that. I think you watch this, right? They have like that guy where they ask him to pull up stuff.
Yeah.
Could I have that?
Yeah.
Pull up that thrasher shark.
Thrasher shark.
Yeah, you're gonna have to text him like the pictures,
Oh my god.
and he'll just like put it up on the screen.
Yeah, no, that's smart. That's smart.
Yeah.
I think low key, this part's gonna have to be cut out because I'm gonna say something, but I think we should low key cut out some of like the talk about the fire because I feel like we went on such a long rampage about the fire, and I feel like that
Yo.
looks very strange.
Fire.
And she just took off.
You know what I mean? I feel like that might not be.
Yeah.
You want to talk for another half hour about fire?
No! I don't
Well, the thing about it not being a club, at least yet, is that we can talk about pretty much anything, and
But it might jeopardize
only-
getting to be a club in the future.
well,
Right, well, you talked about you talked about
they're gonna
fire
pull up
too
that
much.
fire clip.
The hour conversation about fire.
Yeah.
Literally.
You're fired.
I'm trying to do the ASMR.
Please no.
No, I won't. I don't like ASMR. Yeah.
So, all right, name the worst recipe that you've ever eaten.
Oh, I got one. Ham and cheese salad, Founders.
Okay.
And I didn't willingly eat that on my own, but Austin, I don't know if I can name, well, I don't care. Austin,
Give us social security number.
he literally, dude, was like, you have to try it. And then Dom was like, you have to try it because I tried it. And I was like, fine. And I literally took the most, like, absurdly minuscule, like, taste. Oh my god. To this day, I could, like, throw up. Not good. Ham and cheese salad doesn't sound good to begin with. But just in case anyone was wondering, it isn't good. Like,
I thought it was good.
you're gross. I forgot you were there. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
But for me, the answer is pretty much anything at Founders. Except the pierogies. The pierogies are pretty good.
I heard they had those
Sometimes.
today, and I didn't get any.
You should have gone, like, the pierogies were actually the best they've had today.
I've literally never had them
Like,
from
I'd say
Founders.
it is almost as good as pierogies from a Polish restaurant.
We were gonna go get some, Ken and I, but then they didn't have any more, so we left because there's nothing else good.
I-
waited to see if they made more.
They did say that they were doing calzones on the menu one day, and I got there and it was fucking pizza.
Yeah, they fucking lie.
Calzones? Have you ever done calzones? Oh my god. It's gonna be it's gonna be real Italian food, and I get there, it's just pizza. It's not even like good pizza. It's like
Ugh, the pizza's
just
kind of
like,
ass.
oh, we're gonna like dice peppers and put it on top.
You
and
know
then
one
we're
thing
gonna
that
put
is good though.
Leah,
something on there.
so you know how a few people have been asking for crab lagoon?
Yeah, they had those today too.
They actually had
They
it.
did?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was literally pressed on. Okay.
Yeah, it was just the same
Were they
2 or 3.
good?
I didn't try it. I already felt like
I don't think I
pierogies by
would
that
trust. I don't
point. It
think
was
I would
like
trust
literally
the crab
same
ragoon from
2 3
Founders.
people that just kept posting it over and over, and then pretty soon like 10 different people were posting it, and they
Yeah.
finally had it.
There was a trend
It's
a while
kinda
ago
funny.
of doing that, but instead they just said like, "We want beer, we want beer, we want
We
beer."
want beer.
It's just like we want a beer tap at Founders. That was pretty
Yeah, I
funny.
remember
That's so
seeing a few
good.
of those.
I say I think
they need to start serving Guinness. Not,
Yeah.
not that I've ever had Guinness, guys.
I haven't, but I'd like to try it.
I actually have.
You have. Oh.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna have to cut this part out.
I know.
We are
For the
all
police
drunk
coming
right
last
now.
Right.
All right, well, back to the beer. You're the one that said it's a wet campus, aren't you?
She said during the orientation, they're now calling Valpo a wet campus.
They are.
Valpo?
I think
Like that's what they had told you when you were at your focus.
they
event?
said it was moist, a moist
Moist.
campus.
I mean, considering I know a lot of people who drink on campus, like they openly tell me, "Yeah, I have booze." And
I'm pretty
it's funny.
sure it's-
I don't, but they do.
Like in their dorms?
Yeah, in their dorms. Like I walked into one guy's dorm, and his fridge was just filled with Bud Light, just all Bud Light. I'm not
I mean,
naming
it
him
is
obviously,
college.
but
Like, I feel like they need to
no,
expect that.
there was nothing but it was filled to the gills with beer.
Yes, I think
there
we
was
get
nothing
it.
else in there, and I'm like,
Oh, we get it.
what? Why do you have so much beer? What's going on? And I open the freezer and he's got like a bottle of vodka. Like,
That's
what's
so
happening?
valid.
What's happening? Or maybe that was someone else, but I know that I've seen people with full bottles of like the big ones of vodka.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're trying one, you can literally just buy alcohol from BB's on
True.
2 or 3 days.
But it's not supposed to leave that area. And
Well, yeah, but
like,
it's still
there's
on
someone
campus.
watching you.
Yeah, and
You
it's
can't
still
like say, I want
That-
a bottle of the biggest. Yeah, I
it's
want the
still
biggest
on
bottle of
campus,
booze you
so
got.
that is the point enough
That
to
is
make that would be
A stupid
making
area to
sense.
have a bar, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is.
I've never once seen someone like drinking there.
I
The
remember.
only time I've seen is when it's usually been private events that are hosted
Right.
in the room next to it.
Yeah.
I talked to. You guys go to the library?
On occasion, yeah.
I talked to the woman who runs the. She runs the Starbucks there sometimes.
Yeah.
She told me she used to be in the. She used to be, working at Founders and, different locations around campus. And she said how great it was for Wehrenberg because we used to have a actual dining area in the Wehrenberg Rotunda. We used to have a dining area there, and it was kind of big. And people would like come downstairs in their pajamas, and they'd grab like an eggs Benedict, and they'd eat it, and they'd go back upstairs,
That's so
and they'd get
random.
dressed, and they'd go out to class. We don't do that anymore.
That
do
would be nice. It's giving like hotel.
And that's why Wehrenberg. It looks like a hotel. I walked up to it, and I said, "Wow!" The first
So does
first
Beacon.
time I saw this,
Beacon reminds me of like a nice ass hotel.
this is like
Yeah,
it's
Beacon's
like
also a lot newer,
movie,
though.
you know.
Yeah.
So it was built, I think, in part to try to kind of replicate Wehrenberg, but as a more modern version of it.
Yeah, it's like modern Wehrenberg, yeah. But Wehrenberg has this. It's got this big decal in the center of it, just engraved stone. Wehrenberg Hall. This looks like some kind of citadel, you know. I expect like a flagpole up top with an American flag or a Valpo flag and like a coat of arms emblazoned on it. You know, it looks like almost like a modern castle or something.
That's where you get the artwork sale. Maybe you get some money flowing in. You can.
Yeah.
Have you seen like the signature thing in
Yeah, I have seen that.
What's that? I forgot where it's at.
The music building. I'm calling it the music building. I don't remember.
VUCA?
Yeah, maybe it's VUCA. I don't know. I don't know the names. I don't pay
I
attention.
know VUCA's the nickname for it. I don't remember what it stands
It's
for.
the art and music building or whatever, performing arts.
The arts building. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what the name is.
Not to like cut us off or anything, but I look, you have to go at 5.
No offense. It's the farts building.
The what?
It's not the arts building. It's the farts building.
It's fair.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Oh my god.
We're just gonna have a bunch of art majors just mad at us now.
Good.
I said art. not art.
Dude, oh my god.
Now they're definitely gonna be mad
Coloring
at
would
us.
do at 11:59. No, we're so mean, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one last question: if you had to choose a different major, which would it be?
Mine would obviously be singing, guys. No, I'm just kidding. If I were to choose a different major, I don't think Valpo. I forgot the name of our school for a second. I don't think Valpo has it, but I think I would choose music business.
I would probably go into business.
They
Just
probably have a
because-
major because they got music majors. They got business school.
Yeah.
They probably have
It's
music
college
business.
of business, yeah. But I would probably go for business just because I hear it's easier and they make a lot of money.
That's true.
It's also a lot more boring.
It
Well,
is boring. Like me personally,
I
I
can
don't
do
think
that.
I could ever just do business. I think music business would be cool because then you could work in like a radio
Yeah.
like place, and like you can like meet famous people and like be cool. But
Pretty soon they're gonna have a YouTube podcasting and AI doctorate.
right,
Trent,
probably.
you got an income.
What would you do?
I don't really know. Probably stick with engineering, but.
You could just switch to computer engineering. It's like the same thing.
No, I refuse to take programming too. I'm not ever going to become a computer engineer. Don't. That's not even your
Oh,
phone.
you're answering random calls.
Don't answer other
Close that
people's
one.
phone.
Who's is that?
That was his phone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't answer people's phones for them.
What do you guys think about them getting rid of like theology majors and
I think that's
language?
stupid.
I think theology specifically should be protected.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think theology is important.
It's a Lutheran
It kind of
school.
goes
Exactly, it's a
Not
Lutheran
only
school.
that, it kind of goes along with like philosophy, theology. Like
Exactly.
it's a good. I've taken countless years of theology classes, and I thoroughly enjoyed every single one. It's a really good thing to like have knowledge on, and we need more people interested in it. So I don't think that should go away.
Yeah, 'cause, like, regardless if you feel religious or not, learning about religion still is a help.
It's still important because it
'Cause
helps
that-
you understand other cultures.
Yeah.
But just at the very base of like most of the popular religions nowadays, the very base of it, for the most part, is all the same. It's just about being a decent human being.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like almost like morality and ethics.
Yeah.
It puts a lot of emphasis on that, and I think people need a lot of that nowadays because we all suck. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well,
Right.
I will say
Yeah.
that one of the things that I found while I was campaigning is that people don't look up. Like,
What do you mean?
it's if I have like a poster here, people are on their
Yeah,
phones.
no,
They're
that's
not
true.
looking at the board. So I'll go up to people and I'll say, I'd like hand them a flyer and say, vote for me tomorrow or the day after or whenever it was.
Oh, you actually like passed them out
Yeah,
too? You didn't
yeah.
just...
And they would tell me,
imagine getting
Like,
approached
I
by
had-
Robert.
I had the day and time and how you would be voting and how the vote was going to happen, and like I'd hand it to them and they'd say, "Sorry, I don't have time to vote. I don't really know where to go. I don't like know how to vote." And like I
Well,
just
it
hand it to
takes
you.
effort,
You
even
get
if
an
it's, like, 2
email.
minutes.
You get an email, and you just put in your student ID, and then you like pull the lever for the guy you want. That's all you do. You do nothing else. You don't have to go anywhere. It's on your phone. It's a Google Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all you have to do is press a button, enter.
Yeah.
But they don't know that, and
People
it's weird.
are idiots. I think everyone needs to become
Unfortunately.
more smart.
Yeah.
Smarter.
Smart. Let's get the Smartatron 3000.
Right,
And stick
no,
people
literally.
in there, and
I'm people though. I need to be more smart. I'm a dumbass. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I forgot
what's
to
1
shave
plus
until
1?
11.
Oh, 2.
No, it's a line.
Shut up. I don't want to hear it. Oh
What's
my
4
God.
plus 4?
8.
No, window.
I hate you.
All right, well, it is 5 o'clock, so I think
I
pretty
agree.
much wrapping this thing up.
It was really great to be a part of the podcast, guys. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
I thought it was really fun.
I think that's all.
Yeah, are you gonna be on again or?
If you guys have me back, I would probably be happy to come on.
Probably next year, though, because
Yeah,
got like 1 week left.
I know.
It's like one slot,
Like
you
1
know?
week before finals. Like I
Yeah.
think we're only gonna have like one more.
I know.
So
One more
for
podcast.
I
for
would
this
love
year.
to be an honorary like guest appearance.
I mean, my offer still stands when I asked you. I think almost 3 months ago now.
Oh, that was like 1 month ago.
what?
3
No, it's been about 3 months.
I didn't think of this till...
It's been about 3 months.
No, it was April 1st.
When you asked me to join?
It's almost
Yeah.
like an April
You
1st
literally
show.
asked me that like 2 weeks ago, dude.
3 months ago.
It was not 3 months.
Are you kidding?
See,
I did my whole
That was
slideshow
fully,
to you
like,
guys.
2 or 3 weeks ago, Josh.
that wasn't 3 months ago. 3 months ago was February.
Josh.
Jesus Christ,
Josh,
dude.
Josh, you're going to see. I call. We've been on the phone with your family, and your doctor. We're gonna find a nice home for you.
Literally. No, literally.
It's okay.
But how long ago when I asked if you wanted to join? Yeah.
It was like literally 3 weeks ago, and I said no.
You said maybe.
I said maybe. I would like to do it as like a guest member. I don't think I'd be able to do like consistent.
Well, it doesn't
Because
have to be
now I
consistent.
picked up assistant music director and promotions director at the radio station, and my sorority and intramurals, and nursing classes and clinicals. So I feel like
Yeah, but this doesn't have to be something consistent. Like, as the club grows, it'll get to a point where it's just like multiple different groups of people that will record stuff, and not everyone would be in the video at a time or whatnot.
I will continue to think about it and consider it. I just have to figure out my schedule for next year first. But like again, like if you guys need someone to come talk, I would love to do it.
Why
Is this still part of it? I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know, like we can cut.
All right, this is the end anyways. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.